How's it going, everybody? It is Ethan, or Unknown Coder. Welcome back to an episode of Let's Build Twitter. This is episode 49, and in this episode we continue work on that register form 4. This time we hop into the register slice and update it. That way we can send the user's phone number over to the backend. We also find out that we're missing some details inside of that user slice, so I try to fix that up. However, we run into some bugs which we don't have full time to work on and finish in this episode. So please tune in to the next episode to show you guys how we actually fix those up. But without further ado, let's hop into VS Code and I'll show you guys how we did this. So now I need to go ahead and make the thunk on our slice. That way we can actually send the data to the backend. Currently, we should already have a user inside of our Redux store. So we should be able to just take their information and then send it along. So what we'll go ahead and do is hop into our slice, the register slice, and at the top, we'll go ahead and make the update email. So go ahead and say export const. I'm just gonna call this update email. Actually, it's update user phone. Whoops. We already have the email. Update user phone is equal to create async thunk. We're going to go ahead and call this register slash phone because we're registering their phone number. This will be an async method. We'll have our body, which is an update phone object that we need to create. We'll have our thunk API. And we'll do this stuff. So we need this update phone interface. So this is going to be very similar. We probably don't even need this, honestly. We could probably do something silly like this and say like it's an object with username, username :string. And that's literally all it is. It's just a username string. So we look in here in Postman, we register. Whenever we do phone, well, actually, no, just kidding. It is a username and phone number. That's for the email. So I guess I will quickly just make this, even though it's just two little things. So we'll say interface, and we call this update phone, and we'll say username is a string and phone is a string. I believe, let me double check this. Yep, cool. So we can go ahead and say, convert this back to update phone. Cool. Oh, except did the wrong one. I broke everything. Let me undo real quick so I can fix this. That's just today's register user. It was the other one, but that's fine. Interface, update phone. No big deal. Fix it. We'll have a username of type string. And then we'll have our phone also of type string. Fixed. Cool. So now inside of here, we'll have our try catch. We'll go ahead and catch any issues we have. E, and then we'll say return thunk API dot reject with value. We'll just reject with value E. And in here, we'll say const rec equal to await axios.put, and then we'll go ahead and do our HTTP // localhost 8000 /auth /update /phone. We're going to pass in that body to the access request. So now, of course, this is the only part of it. We also need to go ahead and add our extra reducers. Let's go ahead and do that. So under the register user pending, we'll say builder.add case, and we'll say update user phone dot pending, and we'll do all of this. We'll have our state, we'll have our action. All right. So here, all we're going to do is say state equal to, and then we'll say state, comma, and we'll say loading is equal to true. And then we'll return the state. If I could please stop typoing, that'd be cool. We need another dot here, and then return our state. Getting late. I'm getting a little bit tired. This is different than what I have now, so I might go back and change this or if it's not really an issue, I might not change it. We'll see. So next we'll do our register phone. Go ahead and say builder.add case, and we'll have our update user phone dot fulfilled. We'll have our state, have our action. So here, what we're gonna want to do is we want to say let next step equal to state.step plus 1. I don't know why I did these differently. There might be a small issue or something that I run into later, because I did change all of these, it looks like, in my other example. So maybe something is broken, who knows. State is going to equal to state. We're going to say loading is equal to false here. We're no longer loading. Error is equal to false because we don't have an error, and step is going to equal to next step. If I run into issues, I'll change these back to what I had previously or what I have in this example. I'm not sure why it's different, but as long as it's working, I think it's fine. Add case, we'll finally do update user phone dot rejected. And we don't need all of these, but I'm just doing them anyway. So if we get rejected, we'll go ahead and say state equal to state, and we'll say loading is false and error is true, and we will return the state. So if anything goes wrong, we will update that, and that should be good. So now our register slice is all set up. Now all we gotta do is actually use that to send the data to the backend whenever we hit the next button. So coming back in here, let's go ahead and import everything we need. I might come back through and fix these up later on, but we're going to need the use dispatch. We're going to need use selector. This is going to come from React Redux. We're going to need our app dispatch and our root state. App dispatch and root state from our dot slash. We need to go all the way into Redux /store. Okay, then we are going to need the update user phone. So import update user phone from our register slice, and I believe that's everything. Let's go ahead and get the state. Const state is equal to use selector, and we'll say state. Maybe we'll say state. It's not wanting to work. State colon root state, and we'll get the state.register for this particular component. Okay, we'll go ahead and get our dispatch. Const dispatch is of type app dispatch equal to use dispatch. Okay, and now whenever we send the phone number, so we haven't set that one up yet, so let's go ahead and set that up. Const send phone number, and this is not going to take anything because we already have the state. So we're going to dispatch a update user phone, and inside there we will have our username, which will be state.username. So whoever's currently logged in, quote unquote, it's not really logged in, whoever's stored currently from registering, then also the phone number from this particular component. State.username does not exist on type register slice state. It should. Let's see, let's go back to state.register, go into our register slice. Fairly certain it does. Oh shoot, it doesn't. we're gonna have to update something, I believe. Let me double check something. Do we need to update the, yes, we need to update the slice state to have a username in there. So go ahead and put this in there, username string, and then by default, the default will be username empty string. And then we may also have to update, we might update the user somewhere else, I guess. But if we run into an issue here, we may have to, yeah, we'll see what happens. If it doesn't work, I'll do a little bit of looking into it, but I'm guessing it probably works. And we can do some print statements and things like that. Now our register form 4 finds username just fine, and we should theoretically be good to go to send the phone number on over. Unfortunately, that's going to be it for today. If you guys enjoyed, please stick around for the next episode by hitting that subscribe button. You'll know exactly when it comes out, especially with that bell icon. If you did enjoy the content today, please sure to leave a thumbs up. If you did enjoy it, leave a thumbs down. Either way, it helps out with the algorithm all the same. And finally, if you have any suggestions or feedback for me, make sure you leave a comment down below. With that being said, I appreciate you all for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Peace out, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.